Check it out, this week's viral game, Fall Guys. More than likely, that means it'll be bone-dry reviews by the end of the month, but hey, it's all for fun, right?
That was a joke, please subscribe, I want to reach 1,000.
Anyway, I figured I may as well try to cash in on the newest trend and upgrade Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. One part Wipeout, one part Gang Beasts, one part Mario Party. I've heard people say it's part Fortnite too, but those people don't seem to understand that Fortnite didn't invent the Battle Royale genre. If you're a person of culture, and I know you are because you're watching this channel, you'll know about the first true Battle Royale game, Minecraft Hunger Games, a true classic. But I should probably get this video back on track. Let's upgrade Fall Guys! A common complaint I've seen is the servers. They fairly often would disconnect me for no visible reason, and when I would try to quit out after I'd lost, it would take like 2 minutes, and then finally send me back to the home screen. It's especially annoying if you've just won a match to have it kick you back to the menu before the next game starts. In-game it works okay. Lag is rare, and I've only been disconnected in the middle of a game 3 times. And Mediatonic, the developer, has stated that they underestimated the number of players the game would get and is working to improve the servers. It's nice to see game companies not acting like total pieces of garbage. Surprisingly, EA hasn't been a huge culprit this year, but given that we're moving into the next console generation, we've seen plenty step up and try to take their place. I try to keep an open mind though, there's always a chance for redemption. For me, right now, the servers work well enough. I'll give them a 7 out of 10. Or maybe it's just because I have really low standards. I played Super Smash Bros. Online today. So this feature was in for the first few days after launch, but apparently people decided to abuse the system. See, this is why we can't have nice things. The devs were having trouble with people using inappropriate names and decided to simply turn everyone into a Discord user. I didn't actually get the game until a few days after launch, so I've never experienced the custom name feature. It needs to come back though. What kind of game doesn't let you use a custom name? This is a funny game. I want to see other people's funny names. I hope it won't take Mediatonic too long to figure out a way to block the unseemly name tags. Yeah, no, I just wanted to use the word unseemly. It makes me feel cultured. As I played this game, I found major low points in the team games, and judging by the Steam negative review section, I'm not the only one. Here's my take on the issue. This is a game about delighting in other people's pain, as you torture them by grabbing them right before the finish line and preventing you both from winning. There's a certain magic to it. This is a game about screwing over other people, and having to team up kinda kills the mood, especially when there's that one troll who can single-handedly dismantle your entire operation. I don't want to have to rely on these dimwits to win the game. Yeah, it gives me someone to blame other than myself, but I'm a gamer and already excellent at projecting blame onto other things. You did this! You made me lose! Now, I'm not suggesting we remove team games, there's a lot of fun to be had here. It's just that they kinda kill the vibe. I think what they should do is have a separate mode purely for team games. That way you could team up with your friends. Right now, the only play together features they have consist of joining the same game, which doesn't help you, well, play together. 2 birds with 1 stone. Get team games out of the single player experience, and give the illusion of more content by creating a new team game mode. This is actually perfect, and Mediatonic should hire me. I love video game and video game styled music and regularly listen to it while I work. Of course, it also needs to be good in the game, and Fall Guys has music that perfectly complements its gameplay, and its somewhat lack of variety. We only had 5 music tracks in here, which, to be honest, made it kinda difficult to edit this video. I had to dip into some other franchises. There aren't enough stages or mini-games in Fall Guys, but I'll address that later. Listening to the same 14-minute long soundtrack over and over really starts to grate on one's nerves. Now, this shouldn't be too hard to fix. They could hire some talented video game remixers like Kumu or Noteblock to make some new remixes, and then have those play alternately for each type of challenge. Even better, they can make a special remix for every single game, so they all feel that much more unique. Before I start this section, I'd like to compliment the game for being a very much easy to learn, hard to master type, and it does this beautifully. But some of the games are just too easy, and some are too hard, and some are too luck-based. So let's take a moment to talk about which I think these are. Tiptoe is too luck-based. If you try to guess near the end and get it wrong, you'll be sent back to the beginning, but now everyone knows the correct path and beats you, which encourages lame play. DoorDash is also luck-based. If you choose the wrong door, you're put into almost last place, and things get kinda glitchy with so many players trying to move through the same place at once. Probably my overall least favorite game, because at least with Tiptoe, there's some deduction involved. Fruit Shoot is overly random and mistakes are too punishing. It's impossible to know whether you're in the path of a fruit until it's too late. Jump Club, Rollout, and Block Party are far too easy. I've died on all of these a combined total of twice. Perhaps it's not as much a problem with the stages as it is with the game, but there are too many people in the finale. There should only be 4 or 5, but there's always 10 or 11. Since everyone who got here was good, it lowers the chance of someone making a mistake, so if you start behind in Fall Mountain, you're nearly guaranteed a loss. Hexagon is okay, but you can fall through multiple layers at a time because there are so many players. A smaller map with fewer players should do the trick. I haven't gotten Royal Rumble yet, but it sounds absolutely awful having a 1 against 10 competition at any one time. More difficulty balance and removal of luck. This can have Mario Party's minigames, but how would you feel if you were playing Fortnite and you got the sniper rifle, but it only had a 30% chance to hit? That's DoorDash! I mentioned earlier that part of the fun of this game is screwing other people up and ruining their day. And there aren't enough ways to do that. Most of the time, you aren't actively trying to mess up others, just beat them. And that's a shame. Even in team games, the only reason we would mess up other people is to try to win ourselves. So I propose a new move, the punch. Don't get me wrong, I'm impressed with what they were able to do with such a limited moveset, but this would open up a wealth of new possibilities. It would be really slow, first of all, with about a second of windup, so others can see it coming. And once the animation was done, there would be 3 to 5 seconds where your bean can't move, and it's just doubled over panting and tired. So it would be difficult to hit and a serious risk to try. But if it hit, it would be quite strong. It would knock down everyone it connected with and send them sliding a good distance. About 3 bean lengths would be optimal, I think. Enough to knock people off, but not so far as to be overpowered. I think it would create a nice risk-reward dynamic and give trolls a really good tool to use. Suffice it to say, I think this would be fun. This feels like a great $10 game. Unfortunately, it costs $20. There just isn't enough content here to justify that price. I experienced nearly all the game had to offer in just a few hours. It currently only has 24 minigames, so that's one game for $1 almost. And these are minigames, certainly not worth $1 each. More content. That's really what this game needs, and I can only imagine what awesome new games they could add with my punch mechanic. I'd really like one where it's just about knocking people off the map. Maybe the very last game could be King of the Hill? Ah, so many possibilities. But it does look like there will be multiple seasons, and a recent update added Jump Showdown, so there's definitely potential for this to come. So that was a pretty good look on what it would take to upgrade Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. If you enjoyed it, and you made it to the end, so I know you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share it with your Fall Guys loving friends. Of course, I've saved the most important piece of advice for last. Remove Seesaws!